But I think it's all going back to sort of understanding that you're there to learn, right? Yeah. And you have to be really willing to learn. So stepping into that discomfort, I think, is really important too. And
that's definitely a message that we are constantly honing with our young people, is that to get out of your comfort zone. I mean, study abroad, I thought that was a great question. When you said, were you ever uncomfortable? I was thinking, darn right, you're uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable all the time. And that's what we're trying to give them, the skills to be actually comfortable being uncomfortable. Because study abroad, that's the whole point. That's why most people don't do it, is that you are literally ripped out of your comfort zone, thrown into a different place. Suddenly you can't operate the way that is comfortable for you. You're constantly challenged. That's the whole nature of study abroad. But the beauty of it, and why it's such a transformational experience, is that that experience is what teaches empathy. Because suddenly you understand, maybe for some people, the first time in your life, what it means to be other. Because when we're in our comfort zone and we're always acting the way that we're acting and saying the things that we're saying and believing the things that we believe, those things aren't challenged. But when you're in an environment like that, in a completely different culture, and people are not reacting to you the same way, and everything's different, you suddenly are almost forced to experience again what it means to be other in a way that you might not have been empathetic before. And I believe that's empathy is a great skill for the planet right now, and that's one of the best ways to learn it, is by studying abroad.
OneWorld now, though, is a high school program, and we're sitting here with a college senior. How does that work? How have you stayed in touch?
I can touch on that actually.
Please.
Yeah, I mean, like, because Kristin was talking about about all the empathy and everything like that. I'm really glad that I had that experience at a young age. Sort of relating to, I'm a college student now, but I had that experience at a young age, and it really was a transformation for me. And wanting to go to college and pursuing the things that I wanted to pursue in college is because I had that opportunity to experience that sort of empathy and learning more about the world, and really getting me really excited about moving forward. And I think that was some of the connection now, is I think I'm in college doing the things that I'm doing now because I had that experience at a young age studying abroad. And I think that's why programs like OneWorld now, who invest in youth right now, I think that's very valuable, because you don't do these things automatically in college. The idea of studying abroad, going to a different country, doing research abroad, I mean, these are things I didn't even know existed growing up, and these things aren't automatic, right? I had that transformation in high school, and I think it would have been even more powerful if we had it at a younger age. But I'm really glad that we have programs like OneWorld now who are investing in you so that we can have these sorts of experiences when we're young, and then when we go into college, right, we're hitting the ground running, right? It's not this sort of awkward sort of like what I want to study and everything like that. We have this sort of global perspective, this global worldview going into college.
Well, what are you going to do with this?
What's
next for you?
For me, I actually got the Wrangel Fellowship, which is a State Department fellowship, and I will be joining the Foreign Service in 2 years, so I'll be a diplomat. And that's what I'm really excited about, is having this new vision for the world and how states can cooperate together and how the U.S. can be that sort of force in the world. And I think, as a foreign service officer, I can take that vision and be of service to my country.
And it's important to mention that, again, Philmon is a great example. Obviously, despite all odds, he had that experience at an early age, and his whole life has changed. And to now still being in college and being mentioned by the First Lady is incredible in his short lifetime already. But the fact is, less than 1% of high school students in America study abroad. Less than 1%. And even a tiny fraction of that are underserved youth that are able to do that. So what we're talking about, this is incredible. I mean, Philmon's story is incredible, but it's just the reminder, back to Philmon's point, that this doesn't just happen in a vacuum. We have to invest in young people and give them these experiences at a young age. And this is still a very, very small percentage of young people who are able to have that opportunity.
And we'll let that be the last word. Be sure to go to the website up on the screen so that you can learn an awful lot more about OneWorld now. Take care.
Rainmaker believes we can change.